and help this great lady stop Nancy Pelosi. Dana.
Hello, all of you, and it's just wonderful to see you all out here and all engaged. And I have to tell you, any of you who have heard me before, you know I have one simple message for my campaign to unseat Nancy Pelosi. And that message is that we have a government that is totally out of control, and yet it is intent on controlling all of its citizens' lives. Let me give you an idea. You know, we all know about the unprecedented deficits, the debt that they piled on future generations. But think about this. Right now, the federal government controls 100% of student loans, 97% of home mortgages, varying percentages of banks and other financial institutions, insurance companies, and of course car companies. And then as of just a little over a month ago, 1/6 of the American economy with the health care reform bill. And I think all of us thought of that as the worst that could happen, but make no mistake, that was just the opening salvo of this crew, Nancy Pelosi and her comrades. Because next on the list is cap and trade. And Brian talked about that. Believe me, it is a dangerous law. It's already been passed in the House. And then there's card check, which will give unions even more control than they have now. And then there's the fairness doctrine. And I ask you all, by the time the federal government tells you who your doctor is, what insurance coverage you need, they tell you how you use energy and how much it's going to cost you, they tell you who you can listen to on the radio and who you can hear on TV, at what point have we absolutely lost our country? So again, I'm running against Nancy Pelosi, who is the symbol of everything that is wrong in this country. So you always ask your candidates, what are you going to do when you get there? Well, I would say the very first thing would be to do everything we can to repeal Obamacare. Then we have to stop cap and trade. We have to stop card check. We have to stop comprehensive illegal immigration reform, because quite frankly that will just mean amnesty. And when I watched the Democrats in the House, including illustrious Nancy Pelosi at the front of the body, when they stood and gave a standing ovation to the President of Mexico when he lectures us on how we treat people, I was appalled, and I hope you were too. The Republicans sat through the whole thing. So again, the closing message I have is that we have to the Republicans must take back the Congress in 2010. It's very simple. The pendulum has gone too far. And Nancy Pelosi has got to go. And if you vote for your Republicans in your districts, we can get rid of Nancy. We can work on getting rid of her in San Francisco, and you can help by making sure the Republicans take back the House, because when they do, Nancy Pelosi as Speaker will be history. And I have one final remark. I know there's a lot of people speaking. I do have a very serious challenge in my district with a Republican. And I would love to have you come to my website, danawalshforcongress.com, because we clearly show the differences between myself and my Republican opponent. I am running against a Republican who, on many issues involving the treatment of terrorists, our role in Afghanistan and Iraq, our military and our foreign policy, is to the left of Nancy Pelosi, a man who believes that our foreign military bases are unconstitutional. I want to make it clear that I, as a candidate, do not want to see terrorists on our land or in our courts ever. So again, I ask for your support, and I also ask you to support all the Republican candidates who are running for Congress, both in the Senate and the House, because if we take back the Congress, Nancy Pelosi is gone, and we can take our country back. Thank you.